Hey hon, I just wanted to, get a quick video out. I'm about to head into the gym, but I was like, you know what? You're right. And like things like that text or things that are very emotional things, even if they're positive and towards you, maybe that's my attempt, like to really let you know that I am there for you in that deeper way, that a friend that goes past a friend, so I try to just try to be a little bit more of a zing to it, I try to write to you differently than I would if a friend of mine was, depressed or going through things. Like, I'm just trying to say, like, how would I write differently, which is why, like, even at this time, I feel like maybe I shouldn't write so many hearts to you or so many really nice things. I just feel like you're just not in the mental state for that, and I feel like it only opens me up to, let's say, like not receive something, and then, like, who knows, one day I don't mind it, but one day I may not be in a good mood, and then it just may add on, and it may not be that positive, right? So I'm just like, that's my bad. I feel like I shouldn't do that to you. I feel like I shouldn't have brought up that thing. I didn't know what I was thinking. I guess my head works differently. Like, in my head, it's like except for that one day, like, my life can be a crumbling hell, but then I kind of like am distractionless when it comes to you sometimes, and then which is why, like, I could be so, like, cariñoso, but have, like, the world literally, like, kicking my ass, and then I'm just like, okay, and then with Jahaira's like a safe haven, so it's just a bit different. But that's only a way of thinking. There's pros and cons to that thinking too, and I suffer the consequences of that thinking. But maybe you're just like, your life is just is getting to be an entirely different shape, and coping with this really difficult, and seeing how your brain is changing, and maybe it's distracting you to a point where it's not very easy, or you're just not thinking about that. Like, right now, like, I am not a prime topic, or to make me feel like I'm, like, loved or whatever it is. Like, I know it's not that, and I feel like that shouldn't be a focus for you, and that shouldn't be something that you feel like you're inclined to do, So forget what I said about the DC thing. We'll talk about that later. Like, what was I thinking? I just thought, it was like, hey, let me ask. But what I think I should do is, I think I should tone it down a little bit with you, and maybe, because, like, it is getting to be to a point where you were writing very, I don't know, like, if I just met you, but when I'm like down, then you'll be like super there. But if I'm not down, I'm normal. It would just be like, hey, just smiley face. We used to be like, hey love, or hey boo, or or like good night, or like the TQMs happen only when I'm having like a bad day. So that's how I know that that's not what's in your mind right now. But that's okay. It shouldn't be. I told you from the very start that I should take away stress. I don't add on stress. I should not be something that takes you away from the things that are bad. I should be able to help you in every way. And sometimes helping you, is, I won't be so lovey-dovey or so mushy, and, because I know I can be. And that's me at heart. I am Will Smith at heart. That's me. So at least but I'll tone it back. It's not the healthiest thing for you, only because it shouldn't take you away from the stuff that is, like, really important to you right now. So I don't take it to offense that you don't say things. I don't necessarily expect them, but I know myself. If I have a bad day, I'll think about it. If I have a bad day, I'll be like, damn, she hasn't told me this in a long time. Why? And I just feel like, I won't do that to you because you're not looking for that, and I don't feel like you want that right now. And not that you consciously are saying you don't want it, but just so much is going on. There's a lot more important things, to be honest, than me right now. Or my feelings when it comes to, as an individual, I get it. It's really important. But me, as a significant other, I get it. It's not that important, and it shouldn't be. So I'm not offended by it, and I'll tone it down a little bit with you. Be a little more simple, and when we talk through FaceTime, or when I see you in DC come that day, I'll really talk to you about things. But I just wanted to say, but when I'm down, you're like a little fluff ball, and, like, I really appreciate that, and that's helped me out a lot. But nothing, hun. Well, at least you know how I really feel. But I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. I'm gonna do that for you, okay? But I don't mind I can't also pretend like every day is my last and like really like be sometimes a bit extra. It's because to me there is, and to me, you know, I feel like I come with a timer, not emotionally. I feel like if I really try, I can keep you, but I will try. But I mean, like when it comes to me being like not permanent here, and you know, I'm never really feeling like that. So I just feel like I really do that, but maybe I should be proud and cradle my investment of you and be like, I'll give her some space, but at least you know how I truly feel and how I really act. And yeah, I just feel like you shouldn't have to deal with making me feel like you're like the greatest lover ever. You know, I don't want that weighing on you. So I want to be a bit more simple for a bit until you tell me that you feel better, until, you know, we both get through this. Because like obviously I'm going through my own thing. It's just like I just see you, and then it's just like everybody else gets my shit, but you don't, you know. I don't want to. Just our brains work differently, so it has me be able to expend this energy and strength to telling you, you know, how beautiful you are, how much I care about you and stuff, and even in like my worst day. But maybe it just works differently, and there's pros and cons to both, and I appreciate our differences as much as I appreciate our similarities, which we have a lot of both. And nothing, I just wanted to explain this to you. Okay, so yeah.